Good day, fellow scapers. My name's Deck, but please call me Hobo, and welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't been watching recently, you probably wouldn't know that I am absolutely panting for the Master Max Cape. So I have been going for 120s across the board, and despite this, about a week and a half ago, I hit a little bit of a snag. I didn't think I would actually be able to handle the emotional drain of doing fishing. Um, I hate fishing. I absolutely detest it. It is one of the slowest skills in the game, and even in the end game and the late game, it's rather click intensive for semi decent fishing experience rates. And despite this, it is again still one of the slowest skills in the game. The experience rates are absolutely dross. So I've been speaking to others and venting my frustrations. And what I mean by that is I've probably been swearing a little bit too much when it comes to discussing the fishing skill. And they have taught me through a method to do fishing, which is absolutely going to help me get to 120 without any issues at all. And I'll be honest, I'm probably going to find it super relaxing. Enter Iaia. So a friend of mine mentioned a form of fishing which is completely AFK. And when I say completely AFK, I literally mean I only have to click once every 15 minutes, and that is just to save my logout timer. So that is absolutely amazing. It's wild. Now, you might be asking, what's the catch? The catch is I can only do it every couple of days, which, to be honest, for me, that's not a catch. It means that I can earn close to 1 million experience every single week, doing very little at all and only putting in 2 hours worth of effort. And I am, of course, talking, if you aren't already aware of it, about the fishery at Iaia. Now, let's talk requirements. And when I say requirements, there are so few of them. And by few, I mean literally one requirement. You need to have done the extinction quest to have access to this spot. And then afterwards, feel free to go ham. This spot can be done at practically any fishing level. I think literally level 1 fishing is actually doable with this, which is absolutely nuts, although I probably wouldn't recommend it. I haven't looked into that piece specifically. So some of the rewards for this, let's talk about the rewards. You don't get any fish off the back of it. However, you do get resources in the in different types of bits and pieces for Anachronia, and there are massive bonuses for 2 separate things: one for Anachronia and one for the Ranch Out of Time. So, firstly, just by doing a little bit of very light fishing, you can bag yourself some dinosaurs for your Ranch Out of Time. Yeah, I literally mean you can go fishing and you can come out with the T-Rex, which is absolutely bonkers. The second thing for Ranch Out of Time, for Anachronia, is you can actually walk away with some of the rare rewards that go into completing all of the various areas around your Anachronia base camp. So literally, I think this week I managed to get myself the tier upgrade or the rare requirements for both the spa and also the hunter lodge. Now, this is particularly great for people who aren't particularly going to be engaging with some of the content around Anachronia. So for me, I'm never going to be doing big game hunter. I've got my Slayer level quite close to where I want it to be. I'm probably going to be doing my elite dungeons to get to 120. So I'm not going to be getting or doing any of the dinosaurs for Slayer mobs or anything around Anachronia to get those drops. So that for me has been an absolute godsend. I'm not going to have to do any of the rubbish content associated with Anachronia to get the max tier of buildings, which is absolutely phenomenal. So let's talk about how it works. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Anachronia base camp. Give me just 2 seconds. So Anachronia base camp, and what you're going to do is you're going to set all of your workers to collecting clay. So let's head over to Giles. And what we're going to do, and I'll show it to you, and I didn't actually realize that there was a button for this. So obviously you can reset them all. So all 70 workers, what you're going to do, you're going to set all of your workers to clay. And that's 4,200 an hour. And once you're set for gathering clay, You can either leave it till where it accumulates a maximum, which is what's the max that you can store? I think it's something like 150,000. But what you are going to also need is you're going to be needing 50,000 of each of the resources from Anachronia. So you'll need 50,000 of wood, 50,000 of vines, 50,000 leaves, 50,000 hides, 50,000 stone, and then of course at least 50,000 clay. So once you've done this, what you're going to do, you're going to get your enriched Pontifex Shadow Ring, and this is the easiest way to teleport to Iaia. Now you can get there by, I think the entrance is somewhere up here. What I might do is I'll teleport there and exit out from that way. So if I exit out of this door here, so that's the quickest way to teleport there. Yeah, so if you look now, I'm up here, but I would rather just use my enriched Pontifex Shadow Ring to teleport to the drilling wire, and it takes me to the hibernation pod for Iaia, which is absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through from scratch being able to build the fishery itself. Now you won't be able to see me build it because it's already been built. So I'll go somewhere that isn't built, which is the Fletcher's hut, and you'll see here that it's unstocked. So to be able to stock the hut, what you would need is 50,000 of each resource. You simply click on it, and it will say you need 50,000, and then you hit yes. Okay, now I don't have 50,000, so it's not a worthwhile investment for me to try and go through with that. But the fishing spot is this fishery here, and you can check the stored XP. So I've got 8,600 stored XP because I've already done it today, and this is the second take for this video. So I've already actually put some in. But what you're going to do once it's built, it will come with 150,000 experience pre-built in, and then afterwards you just start topping it up using the clay. So as you can see, I had 1,400 clay ready to collect. So I'm going to right click Fisher here, and I'm going to contribute all resources to Fisher. And once I store in 1,400 clay, I store 700 XP. So basically, for every 150,000 clay you put in, you'll have 75,000 experience stored. So once you've done that, now if I right click, stored XP now has 9,300 experience. So once that's all sorted, you will effectively have up to 350,000 base experience. So the way you're going to get to 450,000 experience is by doing the following, and it is super simple. A very simple setup will suffice for this. So firstly, it takes 1 hour to drain a max fishery from 350,000 down to 0 experience. So the base level of experience that you will be getting per hour is 350,000. So without any buffs at all, this is absolutely insane compared to the deep sea fishing hub, compared to the swarm, compared to blubbers, compared to AFK at the Prifdinnis waterfall, which I think the rates are anywhere between 150 to 250,000 experience per hour. Of course, one of the limitations is you can only do this twice a week. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your 350,000 fishing experience from this. And what you're going to do is you're going to use decorated fishing urns. Now this effectively increases your XP gain by 20%. So that is 70,000 fishing experience per hour, completely free of charge. Okay. Now, on top of that, you're also going to want to use your 6% clan buff, which I believe is something like 21,000. And then you're going to use the Wisdom Aura, which is approximately 9 to 10,000 experience as well on top of that. So, of course, you can use additional bonuses on top of this, such as double XP, bonus experience. You can use the Wise perk, but I've not included any of that as part of these calculations. So, just to recap, this is completely AFK. It's 1 hour, 1 hour out of your day. It's about 450,000 experience per hour, completely AFK for fishing. You just need to tap 4 times in 1 hour to be able to cash in on this. And the way you're going to do that is by getting your 350k base experience, your 70,000 earn experience, and then your 30,000 or whatever it is, yeah, 30,000 from your clan and wisdom aura. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm personally going to be, when they announce double experience, I'm going to be maxing out my fishery and then also maxing out the amount of clay that I can store over at my Anachronia base camp. And hopefully that week that should net me somewhere around 2 million experience for 2 hours worth of work. So I'm really excited for double experience to come in. I might also sink a bit of bonus experience into it as well, just to really maximize the benefits of that. But that's it for this video. If you like what you saw, you found it helpful, or potentially you're even going to be using this method in the near future, or potentially you just want to see other content like this, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and maybe you'll catch me in my next RuneScape misadventure. Happy scaping.